What a way to end this Phoinex race. Chase Briscoe gets his first NASCAR Cup Series win, and he becomes the 200th driver to win in the NASCAR Cup Series level. Let's get started with this Ruoff Mortgage 500 race review. Preston here, and welcome back to another episode of In the NASCAR. This is the Phoinex race review. So I'm going to talk to you guys about what do I think of this race, giving you guys a recap and how I rate this race from 1 to 10. So first, I'm going to give a shout out to Noah Gregson. He won the Xfinity race yesterday, so good job, Gregson. You earned it. So he was in a tight battle with Brandon Jones. So I just wanted to make a quick note there. But today we're going to be talking about the Cup Series racing. And just for the start off, this race probably has to be the best Phoinex race I've seen in quite a while. So I have to say, like, these races so far this season have been absolutely incredible. And kudos to NASCAR for making this package work the best. Mostly the races at this track with the next gen car really haven't been that good, so yeah. So this race was probably the best Phoinex race I've seen in a while, so yeah. So hey, congratulations to congrats to Chase Briscoe for getting his first career win. So yeah, I mean, I was rooting for I was rooting for Reddick, Chastain, and Harvick. I like them a lot better than Briscoe because as a Hamlin fan, you guys already know why. But I still respect his talent. I still respect Briscoe. So congratulations, Briscoe. You got it. Even though I was rooting for Chastain, Reddick, and Harvick. So yeah. So first start off, the restarts were absolutely crazy. They were absolutely wild, just like any other Phoinex race would. And then when the competition caution came out, and I'm telling you, Ryan Blaney, for the start of this race, had one heck of a race car. He had a rocket ship of a race car, and he basically had one of the best cars in the field today. And unfortunately, he and Hamlin both have speeding penalties, and Blaney, that didn't end Blaney's race. As Blaney's hopes of making it to the top 10. Hamlin overall, opposite story. After that, Hamlin just did not have a good car all day. Was just really tight, and same with all the other Toyota drivers. They all sucked today. I mean, they weren't even at one point, none of the Toyota drivers were in the top 10. Not what I really expect from Joe Gibbs Racing. So yeah. But the finishing results, Kurt Busch was the highest Toyota, so my third favorite driver. So that's a thumbs up. So yeah, So good news is Hamlin got his best finish of the season, 13th, but still not a top 10, which I'm kind of bummed about that. But hey, it's not the end of the world. Hamlin's got a lot more chances to get a win, so thumbs up for there. But so yeah, back from the speeding penalty story and the restarts again, which was absolutely wild. And stage 1 winner. Who won stage 1? Oh yeah, William Byron. He won stage 1 today. He had a really good car up until the final half of the race. And then stage 2, which was very similar. A lot of great racing, a lot of action. And there was a few incidents as well. I mean, and we have one driver I need to mention, Christopher Bell. What is up with Christopher Bell? He's been involved at least one incident. And he's been involved in so many incidents this season. Like he's been wrecked at least once. Well, Auto Club had a technical issue with a overheating problem, but yeah. I tell you, Bell, Christopher Bell, just cannot catch a break. Like, he has not been doing so good this season. In fact, his bad luck is just as worse as Hamlin's. I'm telling you, that's my opinion. I think Bell's bad luck is just as worse as Hamlin. Bell only has one top 10 this season, and I came at Las Vegas after that spin. But my gosh, if Bell continues like this, he's not gonna make the playoffs for sure. And and as you guys know, I'm a Toyota fan, so hopefully all Toyota drivers make the playoffs. And the only Toyota driver I don't like in the Cup Series is currently Kyle Busch. So back to that, and so we have stage 2. The driver that won stage 2 was Ryan Blaney ahead of Chase Elliott, and the battles, there were so many great battles in this race, I'm telling you. Yeah, and then in stage 3 was a long stage. Martin Truex Jr. ended up hitting the wall and ended up ruining his day, so pain for Truex fans. So he was the winner of last year's race, and he will not get to defend it today. So sucks for Truex. Hopefully he'll get a win this season, which I highly think he will. So yeah, and Kevin Harvick. Oh man, I was rooting for Harvick at some point. I was rooting for Harvick in this race because he's on a long winless streak, and yeah, I was rooting for Harvick, guys. I mean, I used to can't stand Kevin Harvick, but I really lost my hatred on him, and he's now one of my top 10 favorite drivers right now. So yeah, for any Harvick fans out there, that's good news. So yeah, I like Harvick. So yeah. Yeah, this racing was very good, and Blaney had a really good car today, but unfortunately, he's one of the drivers that if he leads the most laps, he won't even win a race. So Blaney's also been having some bad luck at winning races, so just we'll give a little bit of a quick note on that. And then we have Eric Jones spinning out and blowing a tire. And Corey LaJoie, he had a loose wheel, and that ended up ruining his day. Larson had an engine problem, so sucks for Larson. He will win more races. Oh my gosh, guys, I think I was gonna say my championship picks right now are currently Larson and Logano. They're currently my top 2 picks for the championship right now. I really hope it's not Logano. So just an average, but aside from that, and then the final laps of this race were pretty crazy, and this is the best Phoenix race I've seen in quite a while, and I was just so pumped about the finish, about the outcome of this race. This was so far a really, really good race. And then we have Chase Elliott spinning and causing a 3-lap finish. And then Chase Briscoe, he was able to hold on to a hard-charging Reddick and Chastain. He and Chase Briscoe had enough, and was able to get the win. And Chase Briscoe ends up winning his first career win. So, good job, Briscoe. You earned it. Even though I really wanted Reddick or Chastain, and mostly Chastain, because Chastain's from my home state, which I'm a Florida native, which I'm from Florida, and I live in Florida right now, and I really wanted Chastain to get the job done, but heck, yeah, I'm just praying that Chastain will get a win, which I think he will. So yeah, and then on the final lap of the race, Suarez kind of did the similar situation what he did at Sonoma back last year, where he got into McDowell, and he basically just dove it in there way too deep and just got into Austin and ruined his day. So that was probably not a good move for Suarez in my opinion. But it's for the last lap, so I kind of understand. I understand just a little bit, but that was not really a good move for Suarez in my opinion. Just dove it in there and just wipe him out. So yeah, that's just my opinion at least. But Alright guys, well apparently I was wrong on that. It turns out that Kyle Busch got into Suarez, and that's what's caused Suarez to get into Austin Dillon. So it wasn't Suarez's fault at all. Kyle Busch got in the back of Suarez, and that's what caused them to get into Dillon. This racing was very good. As you guys can see, yes, I am in. This is my room, but obviously my laptop used to be like right over there, and so yeah, this is basically now where my this is basically I have a little desktop, a little desk, right like diagonally across from my bed. So yeah, you can actually see my Denny Hamlin flag clearly in the background, and I actually hang my calendar up and my Denny Hamlin sign back there, so this is a little bit extra detail. And so now it's time for me to rate this race. This race was very good, and there's one new NASCAR team made a debut. I think this new NASCAR team's making its debut. It's a driver number 79. I do not know forgot what the name exactly is, but if you guys want to let me know in the comments, I'll appreciate that. But this race was really good. So to summarize, this race was very good. Probably the best Phoenix race I've seen in a while. Denny Hamlin still has not yet got a top 10 finish, and Eric Almirola ends his top 10 streak. And so before I get to the finishing results of the race, let's go ahead and rate this race today. So I'm gonna rate this race, tying with Las Vegas, 8 out of 10. This race was an 8 out of 10. Very fun, very quick race for me to watch. It was just so relaxing. Just probably so far and again, this race is probably my favorite race of the season. Just almost every race this racing going on is just, I'm so far going to enjoy the season if the racing keeps picking this up. So yeah, I really like the racing right now. So now let's get on to the finishing results of this race. Oh, and guys, like I forgot to mention, I mentioned this. So I mentioned that this race was an 8 out of 10. It's tied as my favorite race with Vegas. So just let you know on that. So we have Chase Briscoe. He finished first. Ross Chastain finished second. Reddick third. Ryan Blaney, he finished fourth today. He had a rocket ship of a car today, but unfortunately didn't get the win. Kurt Busch for 2311 Racing, he finished fifth today after he was basically not in the top 10 all day. So that's pretty impressive on the final. He made all that ground in the final laps, so that's pretty good for him. Kevin Harvick finished as sixth today. Thumbs up for him. Kyle Busch finished as seventh. Joey Logano 8th. Daniel Suarez, I mentioned him making that not so good of a move on Austin Dillon. Finishes 9th today. Rounding out the top 10 is Chris Buescher. How did he make it to the top 10? I have no idea. Chase Elliott, after spinning out, he finishes 11th. Eric Almirola 12th. Denny Hamlin, I mentioned him. He just still has not yet gotten the top 10 this season. I really hope he does out of Atlanta. And Atlanta's kind of Atlanta's kind of like a super speedway now, and Hamlin's good on super speedways, so I'm pretty excited for Atlanta next week. Alex Bowman, last week's winner, finishes 14th. Ty Dillon, he hit the wall in the race earlier, finishes 15th. Cole Custer 16th. He was up there for the most part, and like in between 10th and 20th. Justin Haley 17th. William Byron, he won stage 1, and I just don't know what happened to his car, but he finished 18th. Todd Gilliland 19th, AJ Allmendinger 20th, Austin Dillon, who got wrecked by Suarez, finishes 21st, Bubba Wallace, my other favorite driver, finishes 22nd, really didn't have a good car today, he's just not really in contention. Brad Keselowski was absolutely horrible today. He was absolutely horrible today, finishes 23rd, Austin Cindric finishes 24th, Eric Jones 25th, Christopher Bell, I mentioned his bad luck still continues, finishes his 26th. McDowell 27th. Stenhouse 28th. Harrison Burton 29th. 30th is Landon Castle. 31st is Cody Ware. 32nd Garrett Smithley. 33rd McLeod. Larson, Truex, and LaJoie. They all ended up not finishing the race. So yeah, and as you guys notice, the room's getting dimmer because the sun's now setting outside. So yeah, I hope you guys catch the sun setting in this video. So yeah. Oh wait, that new team wasn't even in the race today. So the new team that I heard about recently is probably going to be in the next few races. So before I end this video, Atlanta. I am actually pretty excited. I am so hyped for Atlanta next week. It's gonna be a super speedway race. I am so pumped for Atlanta. I am so ready for Atlanta. I am so excited for this race, and hopefully it's gonna be pack racing throughout the entire time, which a lot of NASCAR fans are gonna be saying how they're highly doubt it, but I really want to see pack racing at Atlanta Motor Speedway. That would be absolutely incredible. So yeah, and it will also be the Super Speedway package. So I'm pretty darn excited for it. A mini Daytona and Talladega. That's what NASCAR wants to accomplish, and I'm very excited for it. So yeah, what do you guys think about this race? This race currently is an 8 out of 10. This race was currently an 8 out of 10. Really good race. The best Phoenix race I've seen, tied with Las Vegas. Tied with Las Vegas as my favorite race of the season. So anyways, this is Preston signing off. Peace out, my fans.